For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. What's poppin', everybody? This is SaberWolf94, one more TCG match with our Garchomp EX deck, and that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the other matches I posted too. I've done pretty okay with Paradox Rift. I want to say I showed a lot of new decks. We did Goldengo, we did Groudon, we did Mewtwo, Garchomp, Roaring Moon as well, can't forget about that. So I done pretty okay. I mean, a lot of those decks, besides Groudon, I think that was the most maybe creative or niche pick. The other stuff is just, you know, the main attractions, the EXs. Build it yourself, basically, from the set. But I always put my spin on the decks anyway. I don't think they're the same as the conventional builds most of the time. And we did okay. I mean, I'm trying to think any other decks that I could show for Paradox Rift, but the monkeys, I'm not really feeling them that much. I could have maybe showed those. And we have another motherfucker here that takes forever to just play. God, I'm gonna open up with the Terrakion and I got the Gibble down. We got a pretty decent start if this guy ever decides to play in his life. What the hell is taking you so long? Okay, open up with a Comfy. So you take forever, and then it's going to be one of those decks that takes forever to play too. These Comfy decks, that's the other annoying thing about them. They need like 10 hours to play. This sort of a deck, and maybe Roaring Moon gives it some competition now. Anyway. But what I'm going to do after Garchomp, I want to get the EX Fart and Leaf Green top 8 most expensive card set before the end of the year, because it's not gonna make sense if it's 2024 and then I say 2023, you know, it'll be a while before we get sales. So I gotta do this now, and then maybe the top 8 expensive cards after Fart and Leaf Green is gonna take a while before I do another one of those. Just give the market some time. But besides that, I'm gonna post matches with some stage 2s, some stage 2 decks. Gonna do something a little bit interesting maybe. Show a bunch of decks at once. Okay, so this guy, it looks like this is a Comfy deck, but instead of you know, the usual Comfy decks with the Giratina or some of the other attackers, this guy is using Charizard EX with Comfy. Gonna try and power him up that way. I don't know why. I think I might have seen this before, but I don't know why this dude would. You don't need the Comfy engine to power up Charizard. He powers up himself. I suppose if you do it like this, maybe he still wants to have the other attackers like Sableye in this deck, and who knows what else. And then the Charizard is just an extra. We'll see what he does. I mean, if the Sableye comes down, I got Jirachi in the deck for this reason. But, I mean, if you're going to be using this deck, you know, the chorus, getting rid of your resources, you actually remove the Delphox. Would have actually been a good thing against my deck. I would have been forced to try and get the Manaphy if you play that down. Anyway, do what you gotta do. It's going to take forever. Got rid of the stadium as well. I think I'm going to have an easy time. Got the Cramorant. So you can use that, I suppose. He switches to it. That secret rare switch looking good. I mean, I like the one from Primal Clash, of course. The original secret rare switch. But a lot of the other versions look nice too. Like this one in particular. Okay, so level ball. I don't want to let the Terrakion die for nothing, but I mean, if we don't see a switch, I got no way to move it out of the way, really. I'm going to get the Jirachi because, I mean, if he's using Cramorant, there's a very likely chance there's Sableye in the deck too. So might as well play you down. And, you know, I Drew a bunch of stuff. I can still draw, but are we going to see anything is the question. Going to get the Manaphy, and I'm going to discard the Manaphy, get the energies, and then I got one more shot with Greninja here if we're going to draw a switch. And of course I don't. So I'm pretty much going to have to let this guy get the first prize for free while I'm not attacking at all. It's a big drawback, but it just made sense. When I open with this guy and then the Gibble, you play this dude active as the big decoy, of course. Oh well. So he got rid of my stadium for the Magma Basin. I would like to get rid of that. I got the other stadium in hand, which is good. Unfortunately, we had to play that down because I wanted to just draw as many cards and increase my chances to see like the switch, the one switch. But out of 40 cards, likely not going to happen. Alright. Pokegear, he got the boss's orders. Retreated the Cramorant. And I want to say he's going to promote the attacker again. He's thinking about it. I don't know why. Dude, what's the difficult part? I mean, don't you know, like, you should know about your deck, I mean, if you're using it like this. So he does promote the other Comfy. I don't know why he thought about it so much. Like, if you do this and you don't have a switching card in hand, it's weird. And then he's just sitting there now. So did you really get stuck? You didn't have a switch and then you wanted to promote the Comfy. Okay, he does have the switch. I don't know why he's taking so long. Okay, so the Cramorant is going to get the kill. I'm not going to get any free turns. That was my thinking. If he messed up. Yeah, it took way too long to make this move. I don't know why. Okay, so the Terrakion is out. And now I can just kill this thing and power up stuff with Garchomp. We are gonna remove your stadium. I don't even know why he didn't use the Magma Basin actually. Like, you discarded the fire energy and you didn't even use that shit to get on the Charmander. And actually, you know what? Since I got this opportunity, I'm gonna use the Miriam to put the Terrakion back because I think it might be important. We are gonna use the Vessel, discard a Vessel, to get a bunch of fighting energies. I could have discarded the Mew. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but just keep it there for now. And Nest Ball. No, I don't want that. Get the Garchomp instead. Fine. And use Greninja yet again to draw. Plenty of fighting energies. So since I have this opening, I'm going to go for Sonic Dive and kill the Charmander. Because, to be honest, the Cramorants and, you know, Sableye, these sorts of Pokemon, they can't really do anything against us. They can't really do anything against the Garchomp, and they can't even do much against Terrakion even. Like, I get the one-hit KO, I block damage, and they can't even kill the dude. Tinglu, of course, if he gets hurt, is going to be useless, but you guys get the idea. So since I had the chance to kill the Charmander before it evolves, I'm going to do that. Because Charizard is a bigger threat. When he evolves into that, it does more damage. So there's the Radiant Charizard as well, which is going to be a bit of a pain. But we can survive against it, and then as long as I can use Cheryl to heal, I'm good. It's still way too early for this thing to attack. I only got one prize. So attacks with the Cramorant, and I think the best thing to do is just retreat since I can, just in case the Charizard does attack. You won't be getting any prizes unless you pull the dude. And I'm Honestly, I don't even want to use the Eono. I want to keep the Cheryl in hand. We see the Terrakion. That's perfect. I am going to go for the Eono in the end anyway. But if we play our cards right and see the right stuff at the right time, I can control the game very, very well with the stuff that he's using, the stuff that he's shown me. So Ultra Ball, what am I going to grab? I guess the Tinglu. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to get another prize, kill the Cramorant, and I'm going to have the Terrakion ready and powered up. Got more than enough fighting energies in the discard pile now. He has taken a prize as well, but I have the lead and I got better control. His deck is pretty strange, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess it's in the end, it's just a conventional, your typical Comfy, maybe with the Charizard EX teched in. So maybe it's not so strange. But I don't know, I guess our deck is good against it. Against Giratina, you know, he can get that free. If he was using Giratina, you get that free, you know, insta KO, and then doing 280 is dangerous. So it's somewhat similar with Charizard, you could say, when it's doing high damage. But then the other attackers, we don't care. Comfy gonna get some stuff again. This guy's playing very slow as well. I gotta slow down with the commentary perhaps, because he's not doing much. I'm doing all this talking and this guy's not really doing much. Eight cards in hand. Okay, dude, what? I mean, I puts the second energy on the Charizard. I think he's gonna try and maybe attack with that guy because there's not much choice in the matter. Played the other Charmander down. I mean, I'm gonna try and kill it once again, to be honest, if I have the chance. He goes for boss's orders and he grabs the Jirachi. That's a pretty desperate thing to do. So I suppose he just wants to get something stuck. The Radiant Charizard isn't attacking. The Charmander is pretty much a sitting duck again, if he doesn't have like Manaphy or something. So I think what I'm gonna do, I mean, unless I switch and have an energy, I can't snipe that down. So perhaps the Terrakion is gonna attack anyway, but I mean, then I'm gonna be immune and then you don't do anything anyway. You gotta use boss's orders. So I'm just gonna do it. I mean, yeah, just keep it simple. Terrakion comes in, I get another prize, I'm immune, you gotta use boss's orders. It's some really simple stuff. And I'll use Irida, get the rare candy, that's all we can really get. But then the last Garchomp is out. So pretty much even if the Jirachi was out of the game right now, Sableye is fully useless. So get my KO with the Cavern Tackle. And still looking good. Same story. I was about to say something, but I forgot. Crap. Cramorant, he's using Ultra Ball. He depleted a lot of resources. He does get the Charizard. And he does have the candies. Okay, so the big guy finally comes out and he can use the Radiant Charizard too now, but you're not going to do any damage. And, you know, if it's one Charizard EX, I can probably handle it. Crap, I was going to say something, but I forgot. So cannot do anything perfect. Just completely negated his attack. And I'm gonna get yet another KO here. And get the energies back on the Terrakion, and then I'm just rinse and repeat. So when the Charizard comes active, and then he needs a boss's orders too. So just very difficult for him. We just have a good matchup, I suppose. Once I get this set up and it's going. There it is, the Cheryl. So even if the Garchomp does get hit, I mean, I'm pretty much going to heal the damage. Terrakion is going to attack then. And then this guy is just, he's screwed. I get another prize, I'm at 2. So basically the moment this Charizard gets in the danger zone, he can't use it, or if he keeps using it, I win. A very dragged out match, but there's no way I'm losing this game. So 300 damage, it's so close, but not enough. And then I can just heal everything. And the Terrakion attacks, you can't do shit. Super easy. I mean, without the usual pitch RDX that's with Charizard, he can't grab boss's orders and shit, he couldn't do anything. So I completely negate all of the damage. I'm immune to attacks, plus this is the only real attacker this guy has. So very, very simple. Simple shit. It's good that he didn't scoop, I guess, playing the match out, but he should know that there's no chance at this point. I mean, I had the answers. Ten cards left in the deck. I mean, he used Super Rod, the Sableye comes down. Too late for that. And yeah, he just completely not able to play around the Terrakion. Thing is hurt. I mean, just gonna switch actually. Like, I don't even need to lose the energies. Attack that thing, and then I'll power up some different Pokemon. And I mean, at this point, it's a GG. So, yeah, I mean, just put the energy on the Garchomp. I might actually spread everything, just in case he wants to get smart and try and get me stuck. So, Charizard is in the danger zone now. It's pretty much useless. I put like an energy on everybody, and yeah, what are you gonna do? Now, if it goes on the bench, I actually can't snipe it down because of the effect all of these Terra EXs have, where they get that bench protection. But he goes for the Mirage Gate. I mean, I suppose you could attack with Sableye and then you can buy yourself some time, but I mean, it's too little too late. You're gonna use this dude. Okay, fine. I just attack with Terrakion again, I'm immune. What are you gonna do next? Sableye won't even be able to do shit at all, not even on the Terrakion next turn. Charizard is useless. I'm down to 1 prize. My game. Damn, I guess I got tired, but I mean, it is kind of late. So he promotes the Charizard, but whatever he promotes, there's nothing he can do. He keeps playing. He didn't scoop. Nothing left to grab in the deck. Goes for the Burning Darkness, doesn't do anything, and I mean, all I gotta do is just attack. And I win. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long-winded match. We did get the victory against the Charizard in the end. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What